Hey Calvary kids! Welcome back to Moving Through the Bible. I'm Lauren and I will be leading you on our journey today. We have been talking about King Solomon. Last week, we learned that Solomon asked God to give him wisdom so that he could be a good king. That is a great request because wisdom comes straight from God. This week, we are going to dive into 3 books of the Bible that were written mostly by Solomon and are filled with God's wisdom. Are you ready to do some pretending and moving? Get out your seat. That sounds weird. Let's do that again. Are you ready to do some pretending and moving? Grab a seat on the floor where you can move around and sit crisscross apple sauce. All right, here we are. Let's adjust our telescope. What is that? Oh, it's a person worshiping God. Let's dive in. We made it. We are inside the Book of Proverbs, which tells us to make wise choices. We stand up, but then we realize that this book doesn't have long sentences, but instead has short. Come down onto your heels and tuck your hands behind your back. Statements about how to live a wise life. We are going to be a gigantic sweeper truck and slurp up all this wisdom and make good choices. Get on your knees. Are you ready? Start your engines. Vroom, 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 vroom. Let me hear them. Vroom, vroom. Okay, now we're gonna get our sweeper going. Move your arms like this. We're gonna drive through situations like we have nowadays, and then look at the wisdom in the Bible to solve the problem. When we see some good wisdom, we're gonna have to get the vacuum suction going. We'll give a thumbs up that this is good advice, and then we all have to suck up the words like we have a straw in our mouth. All right, we are ready to go. There's our first situation over there. It's a little girl. She's sad because she wanted to do tap class, but the class is closed. We tap our toes. And the other one. We see some Proverbs wisdom. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Thumbs up. Let's sweep that up. We see the girl ends up using that time to learn to rollerblade instead. And she makes a new best friend next door who also rollerblades. There's so many other good sentences to suction up in this book, but we will leave that for another day. Turn your wheels and let's move forward into the next book, Ecclesiastes. Solomon wrote this book to help people make wise decisions about money, work, and how to live a good life. Here, we see a little boy playing with the fire truck toy that is very, very loud. Woo, woo, woo. He's jumping and shouting, woo, woo, woo. His dad is teaching his big sister how to read. The big sister is having a hard time reading when her brother is being so loud. The daddy looks frustrated. Show me a frustrated face. Do you think the boy should be making a lot of noise right now? There is some wisdom in Ecclesiastes that we can use here. Can we say that again? There's some wisdom in Ecclesiastes that we can use here. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity. Ooh, that's a good one. Thumbs up. Let's sweep up that wisdom. The boy hears these words and decides to grab a book and look at the pictures. It's quiet time at his house right now. All right, it's time to head on to our final book for today. Turn your wheels. Let's move forward into Song of Songs. This one is about God's plan for love and marriage. We see a family playing croquet in their backyard. We grab our mallet and try to tap the green ball through the hoop. We missed. We try again. We got it. We see the mom getting ready to play. She hits the ball through the hoop on her first try. The dad says, "You are so good at sports. Great job." We see the mom smile at the compliment, and the dad tells the kids that it is nice to compliment others and make them feel good. There's some more wisdom here. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Thumbs up. Let's sweep this wisdom up. The mom and dad know that being married and doing life together is about caring and loving each other. We should all love others as Jesus loves us. Phew, We made it through 3 books of the Bible: Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Songs. Let's sit back down and stretch our feet out in front of us. We feel happy because we are wiser than we were before we read these books. Thank you for coming with me today. I had fun. Do you remember what we learned in Proverbs? The situation from nowadays we talked about was the girl who didn't get to do the dance class that she actually really wanted to. The words from the Bible we read were, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart." The girl ended up having even more fun rollerblading than she would have had dancing. Do you remember what we learned in Ecclesiastes? The boy was being too loud while his sister was trying to read. The words from the Bible were, "There is a time for everything." The boy ended up reading too. Do you remember what we learned in Song of Songs? The dad gave the mom a compliment. The words from the Bible were, "I am my beloved and my beloved is mine." The compliment made the mom feel good. Our memory verse for this unit is, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God." That's James 1, verse 5a. That's it for today. Enjoy your week.